How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Minecraft Let's Play. Today, I am very tired. Well, not tired. I'm wake up tired. I just woke up. It's 10 o'clock at night. That's not good. And I need to record today. Because tomorrow's Valentine's Day, you know, and I won't really be able to record then, right? And Monday's the day that I prepare to upload and edit and do all that. And then Tuesday's the day that the video comes out. So if it's Saturday night and, you know, I'm not going to be able to record tomorrow and then I'll have to cram it all in Monday, it won't be entertaining, will it? So I've got to do it right now, ready, and that's what we've got. So I know what we're doing today, and we're going to be basically building another house. I know that at this point, that's probably the most annoying thing we could do, because that's all we ever do is build a house. But we're also going to work on this general area. As you can see, I've expanded the road out past the windmill. It just pretty much copy pasted what this was over to there. I removed the road because it was just kind of ugly looking, and expanded it so that when you're walking along, you have two options. You can either continue up to the windmill or go along this path. And if we can go over into spectator mode, I'll kind of give you a good idea of what we're gonna do. So on this right side, you can see all the wheat and stuff. I'm gonna expand that over onto the left side as well. It'll go and then kind of cut off somewhere around the middle. And then I'll probably add it in this little middle section as well and bring it around the windmill. Then we're gonna work on a farm district over here, and I've got some really cool ideas for that. Which I'm going to show you. So that's what this area is going to be. And then this area will be a continuance of pretty much that over there, as well as this middle area. Or I might just make this middle area like a forest, or even just the farm. This whole big piece all the way over to the water could be farm almost, or at least to the wall. And then I'm also planning on recessing this like riverbank or whatever, this, you get it, the ocean side, back, so that it's pretty much making a cliff out of this stuff here. So you'd better stand and the water would be right there. And then we'd also better have it same over here, water would be right there, and just kind of make a port out of it or something similar to that. So that's kind of my idea. I'm not sick, by the way. You guys know when you first, not creative mode, we don't do that around here. You guys know how it is when you first wake up, you're just like, ugh, I'm sick, but you're not sick at all. So you'll have to excuse that. So I've got a new block. Actually, I've got multiple new blocks, but this is all that matters right now. Thatch. In the last episode, you remember I said something about this old block here, which I'm going to grab, and, ooh, I didn't break it. Cool. And bam. So I said something about this block last episode. I said, I want to make this block all this texture all around and get rid of the lines, or at least I didn't know if I did. I wanted your opinion on it, and a lot of you said no, do not do it. They see how you could see how it'd be useful, but you totally did not want to do it, and I totally understand it. But what's a block that we hadn't really been using? All right, we all know that I like to just use wool as like fill-in texture blocks. I mean, look, crates, that's brown wool, barrels. Oh, which I don't know if I showed that these have a line now. I may have done that last episode, but these now have a line. It's cool. But that's brown wool. So what is this? This is that really bright and ugly orange wool. And I think I did a good job. It's supposed to resemble like a thatch texture, as you can see here. And thatch is generally what you would put like on a roof. It's kind of like a straw house. I might seem very uneducated on that too, because I could be completely wrong. But a lot of people do this in like medieval packs, and I like it. And I really think this texture looks default. I mean, it works really well. I've been building a lot like in my server with it, and you know, it turned out like I couldn't design a better texture. I mean, all I did was take the top, which is what I wanted. I took the top of the hay bale. Or whatever, what is it called? I'm pretty sure it's just called hay bale. Yeah, hay bale. And then I just put it all around and kind of like unsaturated it a bit. It's not as saturated. and then I kind of changed it to a more reddish brown. And it kind of reminds me of like straw, like loose straw, like whereas this is really packed and, coming from here. This would be kind of closer to what real wheat would look like. But yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. And another block I have, I'm not really going to show you just because it's not really relevant to this particular episode, but I will have a tutorial coming out soon with that. But anyways, let's figure out what we're going to do to continue. I've actually got one more thing to show you in terms of textures. I'm just going to run over here to the tower and throw this random pink wool in there. I'll probably never see that again. It's just because I don't really need it. I don't really use pink wool too much. But what am I looking for? Do I actually have the resources? I do. Okay. So I've created, or I've added, I'm going to say. I didn't create this. My good old buddy Samosaurus did, and I asked him to help me port this over to a larger size, and he did. So a wooden sword is now a s'more smacker. That's a s'more smacker. It's a s'more on a stick, and it's a s'more smacker. You can actually hit things with it because it is a sword. And let's make this right. So now we're cooking up some s'mores. That is that's really cool. Man, what you can do with models now is insane. It is insane. It really is, and it's only getting better. The only thing I wish is that we could add unlimited textures, not just, do crazy things with models. I really came up with a cool idea recently about like using model data for unlimited blocks, but it'll never be implemented, so who am I kidding? Okay, let's begin. What I'm going to do first is just go ahead and build the house. That's always the first good step. And I've laid it out here. I actually need cobblestone. I'm not prepared at all. What an unprepared episode. Yeah, so while I'm talking, I guess, and going and collecting the materials I need, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a little story that happened today. So, as part of the kind of Valentine's mood and celebration, don't worry, this is not going anywhere that it shouldn't. Me and Ashley decided to wake up early this morning. It's Saturday today, which is, one day before Valentine's Day. And we decided to be completely spontaneous. So we got up, got ready, and just went somewhere. We were going to go eat IHOP for breakfast. It was just kind of a spontaneous thing. But then we were like, let's do something more. So we started driving, and I was like, hey, do you want to just like drive to another state? And she was like, well, yeah, why not? We don't have anything to do. And we did have something to do. She had to go to work at 3, but at this point it's really early. We could make it back in time. So we did. We just went and drove. And we drove for a few hours and, found our we basically found a restaurant that we wanted to eat at and then went back. That's all we did, is just went and drove for a few hours, found a restaurant, and drove back. It's really kind of crazy. We went to Red Robin, if you're curious. We don't have one of those around here, so yeah. My dog's drinking water. You know how the situation goes. But yeah, so that was my morning. And the reason I slept all day is because I was extremely tired from doing that. That was something that just wore me out. Like, there's something about not being at home. Well, I'm not going to lie. I didn't sleep last night either. I was irresponsible, so I'm not going to blame it on that entirely. Alright, which way do I want this to kind of go? That probably would be best, although might be better another direction, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, so we decided, it kind of gave us a little enthusiasm. We decided that we are going to take a random day this next week and drive to a city near us. I'm not going to say the city just out of kind of, protection. Not really protection, but just to kind of not disclose exactly where I am at the moment or where I will be. Not that I don't trust anyone, but you know how it is. Yeah, okay, so we are going to go to like this landscape type thing. It's like we don't have anything near mountains around here. Like, this is not a mountainous place. And, we'd really like to kind of, experience something like that. So we found a place near here that has a really, really nice, like, they call it a Grand Canyon, but I mean, it's nothing like what you would picture the Grand Canyon to be. It's very, like, dense forest-ish, and the fog and all that rains on the mountains is like beautiful at certain times of year. And I don't know, it's I've never heard of it until like I was googling cool places to go near me, and I'm excited because you guys know I've been with Ashley for a few years now, and it's very nice to be able to spend those times with each other, because we always joked about just randomly going places and being extremely spontaneous. So now that we're actually doing it is really, really cool. Alright, this house is actually a little higher than I wanted it to be, but you know what? That doesn't matter. We can deal. So, I want to talk about the growth of the channel and where we are headed. I've been receiving like tons of good comments lately. Not just like on YouTube, but just from people, like supportive people, motivating me. And it's doing just that, motivating me. And it's been really unreal to me. Like, I also found out that, I have a few really cool people subscribe to me. And, like, well, I have a lot of cool people subscribe to me. Obviously, if you subscribe, you're cool. But, and if you don't subscribe and you just watch, you're cool as well. But, it's like, I have these people that, are really well known in the Minecraft community, and they're subscribed to me, and it's the kind of thing where it's like, they don't have to be, like, they're just doing it because they thought that the content was good and they're showing support, which is something not a lot of big channels do. And one of those channels is, well, actually, basically, the people who I found, there may be more, but I didn't really look too much into it. Mr. Crayfish is one of them, and you guys may remember he gave me a shout out recently, and he's been really helpful and giving me tips lately, and he's a very good person for that. And he's just really supportive for the lower, I guess, the starting out creators, let's put it that way. And the other one that I found out, which blew me away, like okay, let me start out by saying subscriber numbers do not matter, but when you have a large amount of subscribers, it's generally like that's what people go by. It's kind of like your rank almost in terms of, being a large YouTuber. Not that, a higher rank means that you're better, but it's just kind of like in terms of someone who's known, like everyone wants to be known, so it's obviously a high subscriber count is important for that, because it's like, you kind of can see that you're actually known. People know you, obviously. They at least watch your videos once. You get what I'm saying. Well, essentially, this gentleman that has subscribed to me is very, very popular. And it's weird because I watch people like Beat Up Below, Captain Sparkles, and, just people like that. And to see them with lower subscriber counts than this person is like very scary to me, because it's like I don't know where I'm going with it. It's not in any way, shape, or form bragging, because all they did was subscribe, and I just want to know how they found the video. And if you don't know who it is, it's well, obviously you wouldn't. It's the Diamond Minecart, who I've actually like seen here and there on YouTube, but I've never really just like invested my attention towards his channel. But after browsing around, he's got some really cool content. But it's just crazy to me that I don't know where I'm going with it, and I don't even know what I'm looking for. I think, oh yeah, just normal oak, obviously. All right, we'll do that. I already had the stuff. I don't even know why I needed to do that. And no, jungle wood was what I wanted. Dang it! Why'd I do that? I just crafted all of that, and now I'm not gonna be able to fit it all in my inventory. Oh, only 4 pieces left over. Not bad. Alright, so this particular house is going to be really weird because it is going to use a bit of a different style than the other ones that I built. Same shape, but block palette will be slightly different. I wanted to use jungle wood to kind of make it look like a little bit, like you wouldn't have just stone brick support on a straw house, basically. Even though technically the cobble shouldn't either. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It works. It adds to the feeling of it being kind of a, less wealthy house. But, yeah. Anyways, back to the channel growth. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers is what I'm getting with this. And I've been saying that for the past few months, really. But it's really picking up the pace as of late. Like, we just hit 1,900, and we're already halfway there to 2,000 from there, which is blowing my mind. Like, I've gotten a lot of, people saying I'm growing quickly and I need to, make sure to keep up the consistency and continue to expand so that, I take the right path here. And it's just, I don't know. It's making me really happy, though, I'll tell you that. And the fact that, like, I can go on somebody's live stream and people are like, hey, it's System Z. That's one of the things I've always wanted, I've not cared about the fame. Well, I guess that's technically. All I really want is people to be there and support each other, kind of like what Roman Atwood has. I'd really like that community of people who are just really supportive of each other, really nice, and I've always wanted to have comments in my videos. Is what I'm like kind of most excited about. And lately, everyone has been commenting and being interactive, and that's what I just said is my favorite part of it. Is the interaction. So just the fact that I'm growing is it's proof that well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at. Not even proof of anything. I honestly don't know what I was going to say there. I'm just lost, essentially. That's what I am. Lost about this whole thing. You'll notice I didn't put a door or windows. Yeah, now I don't know how to get in my house. Where should I put the door? I know that one door is going to be back here because what we're going to do is basically create like a, I actually need to go ahead and cut this out since we're doing that. So what I'm thinking, and this is going to be really weird considering I've already built the house, is that we have another like, oh no, I don't know if this is going to work. This is going to be really weird. It might though. Do I have shears? Yes, I do. Cool. Alright, but yeah, so, I don't know where I'm going with this whole conversation. It's blowing my mind. Let's just leave it at that. And some people are excited just as much as I am. Some people, might not think I deserve it, but either way, I appreciate people for providing, constructive criticism and helping me, grow. So, alright, now that I've talked for hours about that, yeah, I'm sorry. Alright, so, but what I wanted to do is like create this overhang, kind of like the other ones, but I don't know how to do it from this side. I don't think I've ever done that. I guess we just do the same thing, right? We just kind of do that, and then we'd start there, kind of link up, I imagine, like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it is basically a straw house, so, okay, maybe that works, I hope. But the reason why is because I want to have like a balcony. Oh, that looks really weird. I'm gonna go in spectator mode so that way we can kind of get a good view. Oh, that looks nice. And then we got that view. It's really weird considering we're on an angle, but it kind of works. So what I'm wanting to do though is have like a balcony leading out from here and looking over the water. This is supposed to be like a fisher's house. That's what I'm really going for here. So, but it's kind of an example of what you can kind of achieve with this texture is a nice little straw house. So the next thing I want to do is get some of, oh, my dog's slamming around on the wall, so you'll have to apologize for temper tantrum. I'd like to add in like little bits of like random pieces of wood, kind of like wood chips, I guess, like little like random, just make it look kind of thrown together. And this is a tip I actually got from someone on my server. It's just kind of like, it helps with this style in my opinion. Nothing crazy, but just enough to where it just kind of looks like it's being held together by something. And once again, we're gonna go in spectator mode just to kind of get an idea of what that would look like. I don't know, I'll leave it at that and let you guys kind of decide on well, no, that totally looks messy. I'll work on that. You know, well, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. But you guys can let me know what you think I should do in terms of doing that. I think it would be good, but I have to really carefully place everything in order for it to look proper. So that's kind of the idea. But I've been rambling on a lot, and I don't want to spend this whole episode just building this house and talking. So I'm going to go for a moment and kind of pick up the pace around this area and get things going. So I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so I have been working on the balcony, which is kind of coming together. I literally just threw it together though, so things might change. And around here, I'll just loop it back up. Like there will be a little stairway, and then maybe more farm up here or something. I'd like to do more houses in this area, but a little spread apart, because, you know, unlike this area, these houses would not be anywhere close together realistically. So that is kind of my idea, and this is what we've got so far. So we've got the balcony and all that. The goal is to make a fishing house, essentially, so it's a place where I can just fish, realistically, like, because, you know, sometimes it's fun to just go fishing, and I think it would be very useful to have a nice little, like, dock. I was going to call it shipping dock, but not a dock, but you know what this is. And what I'll do is once we recess the land in, I'll kind of bring it down and then loop around, and we can use this area as like a storage, maybe, or I'll just kind of, you know, use the sand and then put crates all over it. Not a real storage, but just kind of like a, you know, fake, kind of like what I've done with these crates. I feel like this is really what I use these crates for, is like whenever I was creating the crate texture and block, when I was adding it, I totally was thinking about, you know, crates on a dock or on a port. So this is, you know, cool to actually do. And I've added these pillars to kind of act as the support for it, just because it kind of matches, you know, the actual house. And I've added these buttons. But that's going to do it for today. I've gone ahead and started with the wheat over here, but I'm out of seeds, and this is not yielding a lot of seeds for some reason. So I'm just going to have to, you know, over time add more and more to it and kind of expand it. But that is going to do it for today's episode. It is already 12 o'clock, meaning my roommates and my girlfriend should be home very soon. And I don't want to, you know, be caught up abruptly and have to stop. Well, don't want to be caught and then have to stop abruptly. And when I say caught, they know I record, but like you guys know, I don't like recording when people are home. So I'm going to go ahead and end it safely here. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been System Z, and I very much enjoy these episodes. We've been going consistently for a few months now, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the year and wherever this channel goes. And thank you guys so much for your uplifting comments and, you know, support. And if you're not watching the Starbound series, I really recommend you go check it out, because it's getting really good and really fun, and I'm always looking forward to record that series. And this one, of course, but Starbound, you know, it started out kind of slow, but it's picking up now. And expect a few more tutorials soon. I'm actually going to start doing tutorials more now. I've been kind of having a creative block that I'm finally out of. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this shorter than usual episode. And happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day. By now, it's already passed. And let me know what you guys think of the Deadpool movie. No spoilers. I'm going to see it on tomorrow. Well, today now. It's 12 o'clock. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.